Shug, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Got a bunch of stuff we'd like to ask you. First thing I thought, just the last couple of weeks we lost Doc Lavin, and he meant so much to a lot of people. And I know he was instrumental in your career. I was just wondering if you had any thoughts about that, because I know you all were pretty tight.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, Dr. Lavin was a great guy. He did a lot for the industry on his own time, and charity work like with Grayson and the AAEP and those types of organizations. But he was very, very vital in my career, and I'm not sure without Doc Lavin I'd be standing where I'm standing today. I mean, he pointed me sort of in the right direction. He gave me some nice horses early on to take to Hot Springs. He introduced me to John Ed Anthony, where I got the horses to go, Bob Lollies to go to Kentucky when he wanted to sort of split it up between New York and Kentucky. So, like I say, that was a tough one.
Yeah, well, he certainly stood for everything that's good in this game, and he certainly missed. And like you say, I know he meant a lot to your career, and he had so many friends. So the next thing I want to ask you is about my big horse, Code of Honor. I know he kind of got off track there a little bit, and I was just wondering where he's at and what your thinking is with him.
Well, he did. He had kind of a tough 2020. He did win a race, was second in a good race at Belmont, and then he came back with second in the Clark. Brought him here and ran him into Pegasus, and he was very lackluster in there. I think he finished fifth. So I just shut him down. He's up in Ocala, turned it out. Going to give him 60 to 90 days off. He's probably got a little bit of bone remodeling going on, but that's all. And we'll be looking forward to getting him back. Hopefully, a good sound horse for late summer and fall.
Whitney type stuff, yeah, good. Yeah. Have you given any thought to run him on the grass with his pedigree?
Well, I think now after all he's been through, that I definitely will find him.
Yeah, that'd be worth taking a shot. Now,
yeah.
The next thing I want to ask you about is his half brother, Bears Watching. Now, I saw his first race and bet on him, and he just ran an incredible race with everything against him, the mud and down on the rail where he really didn't have a place to go until very late in the race, and he just shot through a hole and got beat a half a length, and then coming back, his race was impressive.
He's a horse I've always liked. I never was around him much till he got to Payson Park this winter, but even before we started doing a whole lot with him, just looking at him and his presence, I just kind of said to myself, this is my kind of horse here. And he trained really well up there, and like I say, he come down here and that was sort of a funny race for him. The horses in the Florida Derby collaborate. He was the favorite, I think, finished fourth or fifth. But he came out of the race good. He came back here the other day and he ran, and wasn't a real tough spot, but the way he did it, he got in some trouble. They were finished up well, won easy, and ran pretty fast doing it. So, he's something I'm pretty excited about.
You know what? By the way, that horse's name is Bears Watching, which is a good name for a horse in Mr. Ferry. So he could surely develop into a top 3-year-old. I mean, I know he won't be in the Derby picture. I wouldn't think anything like that. It's a little late in the game for all that, but more down the line, he sure could be a hell of a horse.
Yeah, he's one I am really looking forward to. Especially with Mr. Ferry, there's no pressure to go here, go there. When I say we're going to run, and he'll give him all the chance of maybe developing into a nice horse. And, who knows? Maybe Dwyer 4th of July or something like that might be his countess coming out.
That'd be right along here thinking of getting ready to go up north. So that's cool. Well, I guess the next thing I want to talk about is you got the favorite in the Florida Derby and Greatest Honor, and I'll tell you, he's been great, but his last race, them turkey buzzards were circling around him at the 3/8 pole, and then when he went under the wire, he was an easy winner, and you just don't see that. I just wonder what you made of that race.
Well, in the Holy Bull, everything went right, and in the Fountain, nothing went right, and he was out of position really at all times, and Jose came back and said that wasn't one of my better rides, and but I don't really believe that. I think it was just more circumstances than anything else. But you just saw when he got out here, he got his horses and got by them pretty easy. I just kind of watched the replay today during the draw over in my tack room, and I was kind of impressed. got by Randy Clock and put him away. And I think that was a pretty good accomplishment to beat a horse that good, sprinting that's the speed horse over the speed favored racetrack. And I just don't think with greatest honor we've been able to do with him what he wants to do.
I think the horse that was second to you in the Holy Bull that made the lead and kind of got away from everybody. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be the top view. Snappy Joseph horse. That's the top view. He's out of an arch mare, and I don't look at that as sprint. I look at that as long. So I think running him down was maybe a lot more of an accomplishment than people are going to think. So.
Well, the way he got to it so fast.
He's just a big long stride horse, and I know he's got Belmont and his pedigree all over the place. So you got to be pretty excited about that. Of course, we're excited for Mr. Adam as well and all his people, and we're just hoping that everything stays together and we see you on May the 1st.
Well, I'm excited for Mr. Adams also. I was sitting there, Mr. Adams, I was sitting there watching the draw, and after the draw, just with my ear open, I was talking to him on the phone, telling him who was in there, what the draw was, and they were giving Portland Farm and Mr. and Miss Adam and Ernie a lot of recognition, and I think that's good, and that's what when you start this stuff is with new people and stuff, you want to try to get a decent horse, but to get something out of it too. Not that he wants to do a lot of that, but I think it's good when they do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about maybe getting back man for that horse on Derby Day, kind of help you get him to the paddock, but I called Mr. Adams about that, and he said Mike Recline's already applied for that job. So we won't have that going for us. Hey, okay, just a couple other quick questions. Who you like in the basketball tournament?
Well, I'm really, with Kentucky being out of Louisville, I haven't really been paying much attention to it as I should. I guess I'd probably like to see, unless it was one of those Cinderella teams like Louisville or Chicago or something like that. I think that, Gonzaga's had good teams year in and year out. They're not one and done guys. They're guys that come in there that just want to play basketball for a good program. So I think it would be really, really nice if they could win it.
I don't disagree, but I'll tell you, that's a team that, you watch basketball all year long. I think I've seen them 2 times all year long. And just because I don't know why, no particular reason, but anyway.
I'm the same way. I've just seen pieces of it.
Yeah. I was maybe going to give Alabama. If anybody can beat them, I think Alabama might have a chance at it. But listen, I don't think too many winners in that. But the only other thing I was going to ask you about was the Masters. What do you think about the Masters?
Well, I'm just glad it's back in its time slot. I'm starting to think about getting out of here, and that'll be going back north, and that'll be a little bit. I always like to be someplace centered on Masters Sunday, and I think it'll be good. There's a lot of young players that can really, really play. And, they're hitting the ball so far now, and they're just really good. So I think that anybody could really pop up and win, especially the guys that are in the top 20. So, but I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm looking forward to it being right back in its time slot where it's supposed to be, and I think it'll be fun.
The only other question, we got a lot of punters watching Indian Charlie TV, and I was wondering if you had any slick horses running on the undercard Saturday that we could maybe take a punt at.
Well, I do have a filly. I don't think she's slick, but it's I think she finished second down here named No Ordinary Time. It'll probably be a full field, so she's not going to be the money. But I do sort of like her. I like her down the line too. It's a filly that Joe Allen bought off the Hinkles, and Hinkles was pretty good.
Oh my goodness! Every year they bring them in there in September sale, one after another. Yeah, no, they know they're great. Well, listen, Suge, I want to thank you for being on the program, and I want to wish you best of luck on Saturday, and thank everybody on Indian Charlie TV for checking us out. Over and out.